XRP might undergo a significant transformation tomorrow and you don't want to miss it. I'll explain everything in this video along with some extremely optimistic news that came in earlier today. In the United States, Ripple is thriving and their growth is very remarkable. I'll demonstrate their rapid scaling, but let's talk about the FUD, the big issue. According to others, FIT 21's regulation that prohibits a firm from owning more than 20% of a digital asset is the reason why XRP is in serious jeopardy. What about the escrow for Ripple? We'll deal with that directly at the conclusion, so don't worry. Stay put. The effort will be worthwhile. For more than 380 days, I have been trading cryptocurrency successfully, completing each month with a profit. My followers have copied my trades and made over $29,000 in profits in the previous 90 days alone. Do you wish to view my confirmed statistics? Get started duplicating my trades for free right now by clicking the first link in the profile description. To begin this video, let me share some wonderful news that may have gone unnoticed, but believe me, it's a huge event for Ripple. In the US, Ripple just obtained 2 more significant licenses, increasing its total to well than 50. This distinguishes them in the cryptocurrency market and is quite optimistic for their future. This is why it's important. A money transmitter license is required if you are transferring funds within the United States. However, very few businesses are even attempting to obtain these. Contrarily, Ripple is totally committed to compliance, working hard to obtain the licenses, cover the expenses, and demonstrate that they are an accountable participant in the ecosystem. The worst part is still to come. These licenses are not available to XRP itself. Ripple is required to clear the path, manage the documentation, and unlock doors. Many other blockchain businesses, however, are completely and maintaining the attitude that governments don't matter. However, Ripple? From the beginning, they have adopted the more shrewd and progressive stance. Ripple is ahead of the curve because of this. They are positioning XRP for long-term success by constructing bridges rather than walls. Everyone else is stuck on checkers when it comes to compliance, but Ripple is playing chess. Ripple has positioned itself far ahead of rivals who have only recently begun to concentrate on regulatory obstacles by obtaining important licenses to operate in the US. This is a game changer, not merely a victory. With license after license, Ripple is establishing a foundation that few can match. In a market with few institutional solutions, Ripple has a significant advantage because to its proactive strategy. In contrast to Ethereum, which profited from an unfair playing field, Ripple gained its advantage the proper way, by remaining compliant and progressive. Although this approach might not appear particularly noteworthy, compliance is crucial for organizations wishing to implement blockchain systems. The key to institutional adoption may lie in Ripple's capacity to provide safe, authorized methods of interacting with its protocol. It's evident that Ripple is not just prepared for the future, but also actively influencing it as they continue to conform to existing regulatory requirements. As institutions move toward adoption, it is crucial to note that Ripple and XRP are establishing the norm and doing things correctly from the beginning. Put an end to the stale arguments that compliance is unimportant or that they will follow if we create it. Such methods are not going to last. The worst part is still to come. The idea that no one is utilizing XRP is another fallacy that is circulating. To be honest, it's absurd. Let's correct the record. Last year, Ripple's payment business doubled indeed. To prove the doubters wrong, they are now transferring money nearly solely through Bitcoin networks. Ripple is driving real-world adoption and producing outcomes, while Bitcoin maxes continue to yell that XRP isn't being used. The numbers are self-evident. This movement is only getting stronger. In spite of the current SEC case and legal obstacles, Ripple has been doing well, increasing its business. The problem is that this increase is only the beginning. As Ripple advances with game-changing innovations like an XRP strategic reserve, the momentum that is already growing will undoubtedly pick more speed. An IPO for Ripple as well as an XRP ETF. In terms of institutional adoption, what does this mean? Everything. These actions attract the interest of major entities and validate XRP as a legitimate asset. Consider a financial behemoth who thinks, wait, Ripple just went public at a couple $100 billion. A little portion of that worth. We have been in the game for decades. What's happening? Institutions will begin to take notice of how effectively Ripple is transferring enormous amounts of cash. They will understand that they will fall behind if they don't change. The excuse was straightforward for years. The regulators had not approved it. But that justification is quickly eroding. Time to make a decision. Invent or risk becoming irrelevant. The majority of institutions won't have an option. They will look to businesses like Ripple that are setting the standard for innovative solutions and regulatory compliance. Neither Ripple nor the future are waiting. The explosive expansion of Ripple is self-evident. Those who receive it are already aware. A product flourishes when it works. Ripple wouldn't be seeing such phenomenal success if XRP wasn't producing results. Bitcoin maxes love to overlook the obvious, even if it's really simple. Ripple's business would not be flourishing if their advancements were merely smoke and mirrors. Additionally, they wouldn't be using XRP to move enormous volumes. Matter to facts. One of the few digital assets that has practical applications and fills in the holes in the current financial system is XRP. Leading the way, Ripple is advising established financial institutions on how to properly and legally enter the digital era. This goes beyond simple innovation. It's drawing out the future's plan. Ripple is causing a stir. According to a recent report by Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple has signed more contracts in the last 6 weeks than it did in the previous year. It's obvious. Institutions are beginning to see the wider picture. Let's now resolve some FUD, fear, doubt, and uncertainty before digging into my forecasts and the major developments of tomorrow. According to recent rumors, XRP isn't decentralized, since Ripple controls more than 20% of its supply. This is because FIT 21 states that no affiliate or issuer of digital assets may own more than 20% of the entire supply. Let the terror begin. The decentralized nature of the XRP ledger has been abandoned. This is the truth, it's just not true. The decentralized structure of the XRP ledger and its consensus mechanism are unaffected by Ripple's XRP holdings. The ledger is still secure, autonomous, and decentralized. Do you want to learn more about this? Take a look at the video I made yesterday evening. You gotta watch it. Let's be clear though, the potential of XRP is greater than ever, and the FUD is not credible. People start going crazy when a politician develops a bill and includes a section prohibiting holding more than 20%. There is no decentralization in Ripple. XRP lacks decentralization. Really? Let's dissect this. Conveniently, the Bitcoin maxes overlook one important detail. Only freely transferable tokens are subject to this regulation.